This offer is absolutely free, and it's on account of the fact that the business model I'm using is similar to a Facebook business model where you get it for free, and it's only really fueled by our passions. So let me share with you, my name is Nathan Raymond, and from a young age, I have been in Japan, going back and forth between America. So it's given me the gift of perspective. And the right perspective is worth all the money in the world. And that's all I've wanted to share by being in Japan. And so allowing you to come to Japan, you could gain the perspective I've had. Now, if you were to just come to Japan right now, you would not gain the perspective I had, although I had the perspective of somebody who had just come to Japan as an exchange student. I didn't know anything. I was dependent on people. Lucky for me, I grew up in a place that had a Japanese sister city exchange program. I'm from upstate New York, and through that connection, we had Japanese exchange students coming to my town. I asked my parents, hey, can we be host families? And so they stayed with us. And but that was, good, because then when I went to Japan, instead of staying in a hotel, you would be able to stay at somebody's house and get a cultural immersion. So why would you want to learn Japanese? Well, Japan is the land of companies. And when I first went to Japan, I didn't see those companies as much. I saw them. Then when I lived in Tokyo for a year on a scholarship that I competed for, I wanted to be an ambassador. And even Tokyo didn't have the companies the way that I wanted. However, the place I'm living now in Gifu, we're the manufacturing center. And this is the perspective that we need, because Japan is a small country and they became the top 3 world economy. And there's lessons in how they did that. Japan also went through a time of samurai history, and that all fueled, we had history like World War II, and a lot of these things put our world in perspective, in the context. And I want you to have the right context, a global context, my perspective, because if you do, then you'll be able to take action. Now look, we're dealing with new business models from something called quantum computing. And we're quantum, and this is something because what I'm saying is that, look, it's free because we're on a 5th dimensional frequency. Now, in the spiritual law of attraction communities, you hear about a 5-dimensional ascension. Now, yes, that is our etheric body, but this is also happening at the economy, okay, at the way things are flowing. So if you are prepared for a future where AI can take over most jobs, then the job of the human is going to do the things that the human can do. So we're engaging this part of us, is that humans are a walking contradiction, okay? You can be in 2 separate worlds at the same time. And this is what we are developing. However, when we talk about it in context of Japan and America, then Japan is the manufacturing center, and we as Americans are the communicators, or whatever country you come from. I'm from New York, and Japan has an America-Japan relationship, and we're able to tap into this relationship because there already exists abundance. There's already a lot of money that exists, that if we were to have Japanese collaboration, we can get that money. So it's not about money. As I said, this is free. But why is it free? Because we're in an abundance already in the 5th dimension. But what's more clear is articulating your interests, your skills, your dreams. Now, this is something that in Japan, I was forced to do also in context of English conversation. So what I'm trying to say is that if you speak English, we can utilize you just by being who you are, fueling your entrepreneurship in English conversation with Japanese people who are manufacturers. So we're putting together the supply chain that flows from my app, the Japan Exchange app, which if you download, now we're all part of the same entity. And then you have your YouTube channel and personal brand that in your community you give a virtual tour of our 12 categories, which if you join this link, click this offer, you will find out about this. So look, this is something that is a free offer to build your business, one-on-one coaching, the technology, customers, branding, everything associated, but also an incentive for you to share your individuality, your interests, your skills, your dreams, your city, the 12 categories. You're getting on our Zoom calls where you'll meet 20 people in 1 hour for 3-minute conversations. And everything we say in those conversations in that context is a potential for a smart contract. So you heard about smart phones, but the next step is also to have smart cities. But for smart cities, we need a smart contract. And no one is going to have a smarter smart contract than this system with me, because as I said, we're also focusing on your individuality of interest, skills, and dream. And that's because of our 5D structure where we're peer-to-peer. Society is run by business to business and business to customer relationships. And most people you'll find they'll charge you money and they'll treat you like a customer, and you might like that. But when it comes to the smart contract, that is out of date. It's the collaboration. This is a two-way street. We're using our ability as a bridge, as a portal, as a vortex. There's so much potential that you are already connected to, and we're here to give you that. So this is Nathan Raymond of the Japan Exchange. I am eager to talking with you and giving you a free business assessment and then subsequent collaboration to grow your brand as a personal brand influencer, as of the Japan Exchange, and as a digital collaboration consultant and network coordinator, making personal brands for people, focusing on that. If you've got a company already, just connect it to our Japan Exchange app. Let our influencers in your area be the one to connect to you. I'll give you all the training you need so that you tap into these 12 revenue streams. And you'll see that this is the only way that you could have connected to this 30 years of value and people I have, is from somebody who was already ahead of the game and knew that this is what it was going to be and had the foresight. Isn't that somebody you want on your team? Isn't that somebody that you'd like to collaborate with? So I think we know what it is by the way we vibrate and the kinds of contents we talk. And if you want to know more, let's talk with Nate in Japan, the Japan Exchange. And if not, then that's fine, because either way, we're going to have people in your location that are going to service you in the way you're focused. Hocus pocus. Nate, peace.